guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am working on, again, cleaning out my freezer, going through it. If you've watched my previous videos, I'm on a pantry challenge for July of 2022. Actually, it's going to stay like this until the loss of income starts, which we don't know when my husband has his surgery. But anyway, I'm kind of prepping before by using what I've got and only buying on sales as low spend as I possibly can get. So what I'm doing today is I went through my freezer. Well, not just that. It's my husband's birthday. Of course, it'll pass by the time you get this video. I'm making wontons, which is like his favorite food. So I had to go in here, the freezer, and pull out the oldest food. And this is the ground beef right here. It's 80/20. You probably can't tell because it's backwards, but the date on it was May 2020. We all know what was going on then, right? Anyway, I will be using this because it was one of the oldest items in the freezer, as well as I'll be using my eggs. Let me just pull you over here closer. Okay, so the other items besides the hamburger meat I'll be using some of our eggs. Of course, I'll be using the wonton wrappers. These are most expensive, but that's why if it wasn't for this, this would be a relatively cheap meal if you got your meat on sale. But anyway, we're using our onions. We're using my green onion tops. I can't tell you how many to 3 pounds. I kind of wing it. And I've got the last of my, cabbage that's got to be used. That will go in it as well. So we're going to get in here and make this. Like I said, it's really easy. Husband's birthday, something he likes. Let's get into it. Y'all, it's a hot day. It's just a hot day. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into this because it's going to be really good. There's the hamburger meat. I'm going to take the rest of this cabbage and put it in there. I did use one small head. I am going to take one egg, put it in there. This is a large one. An egg and the onions. Let's see if you can see that. Onions. And then the last thing I'll do is cut this up. I always find it easier when you're doing green onions like this, especially because these are so big, just to simply cut them up like this. Just kind of a little simpler to do. Okay, so let's get these cut up, and it actually makes a beautiful, beautiful coloring on it. So this is going to be the last ingredient I add to it. I don't add any salt, I don't add any pepper, I don't add anything else. I'll just take these, mix everything up. Go ahead and show you that. We got all the ingredients together. You just take it now, completely mix everything up. You can tell over here I have the oil heating up because you need to have that, because as soon as I get all of this mixed up, the hamburger meat and the vegetables and stuff, then I'll be making like little meatballs with them. And with the meatballs, I will be putting them inside each one of these little wonton wrappers. So here's everything mixed up. All I'm going to do is take out a little bit like this. I don't have to make a meatball, but you're going to make it kind of look like this. That's what it's going to look like. You're going to take it and put it into the wonton wrapper. Actually, that's a little too big, because if you make them too big, they don't fit well. Actually, most of the time, it's easier just to go ahead and do it like this and just put the meat in there. You don't really have to roll them out. But let me show you how I'm going to roll them out. I'm going to try to bring you closer. Just put that in the wonton, kind of fold it over like a quarter, bring it up. It does help if you wet your fingers a little bit, and then you bring them together, and there it is. These are really some of the simplest things that you can make. It's just, like I said, it's very time consuming. That's why it only gets done once in a while. So let me go ahead and get some dropped for you. I put one in there to test. Now I'm just going to put some more. I'm going to drop them. They cook usually about 4 or 5 minutes, not even that. Because remember, everything that really needs to be cooked is the hamburger, because it's raw. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and leave these alone. Like I said, I put a test one in there, and hopefully they'll get nice and crispy. I usually can use about 10 each, and I can usually put about 10 in here. Alright guys, so I went ahead and took out the first batch, and here's the second batch. And as you can see, I've got a lot left. This is going to take a while. but I can usually cook 10 at a time for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I need to have 10 ready to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and let these cool, bring them, come back and show you how many. I'm going to end up filling this huge crock pot up, not crock pot, stock pot up. It makes a lot, and then some more, because we usually eat off this for several days. But let me go ahead and get one of these cut up and show you what it looks like inside. All right, guys, so here I am here. I've been working on them. I've got this many left. I've got some cooking. I'm on the way to filling that up. This goes into here to drain, and then over there. I thought these were the first ones I cooked and wanted to show you. This is what they look like. Okay, absolutely good. Yes, these are kind of greasy, but it is what it is. But right. So let me show you what it looks like on the inside. See if I can cut this right. Okay. Here is what it looks like on the inside. With all the cabbage and the onions. Oh, y'all, absolutely delicious. And what's good about it is that you can put either soy sauce on it, or sweet and sour, or eat it plain. It really doesn't matter. Oh, you'll excuse me because I've been wiping my hands on my shirt. I always wear old t-shirts when I cook. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Hoping you guys can get a real good look at it. And the best thing about this particular freezer clean out meal, refrigerator clean out meal, is that I had everything all ready. I even had the wontons from, like, literally, y'all, 4 months ago I was going to make them. They last a long time in the refrigerator. But I never got around to it. Gotta keep an eye on that. And everything came out of the garden except for the meat. So y'all, all I had to pay for this week was nothing. This did not come out of my grocery bill this week. This was all freezer, refrigerator, clean out, and most of the other stuff beside the meat came out from the garden. So I got a little bit of soy sauce on it, and some what do you call it? Sweet and sour sauce. It's absolutely amazing. If you like kind of like Chinese food, homemade, this is it, y'all. This is it. Like I said, this was amazing because nothing came out of my bank account this week. I already had all the items, and I'm using what's in my garden. Using it up and not wasting it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me give you a close look again. Y'all, they are so amazing. Anyway, hope you guys are having an amazing week. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless.